Hello everyone, this video is our first video about the DPL, the DIgSILENT programming language. In this video we will learn how to write our first programming language on DIgSILENT software. First of all, let's learn that why we should go for DPL. The DPL actually allows users to develop the existing PowerFactory functionality. Also enables to analyze and calculate a network system faster. For example, if you perform load flow calculation on a network system more than 100 times with different settings, and if you want to do that manually on DIgSILENT, that will take lots of time to reach all the results. But DPL enables you to do faster all those calculations and reach all the results by writing simple scripts. The DIgSILENT programming language is almost similar to C++ programming language. If you are familiar with C++, C, and MATLAB programming languages, then the DIgSILENT programming language will be very easy for you. The general calculation of a DPL command looks like this. We have some input parameters, external objects, general selections, and in the output we will have some result which can be as parameters and graphs. In DPL we have some variables, objects, or set of object elements that by using them we can access to the database to change the parameters and get the results in the output as parameters or graphs. So now let's learn the way to perform a DPL and how to define it in the study case. So as an example, let's activate one of the projects and from the study case create a new study case, and let's name it as DPL introduction. Click OK, then activate it and activate the grid. From the data manager we can access to the DPL that we already defined. In order to create a DPL, from the new object icon select DPL command and more. Click OK, we can enter a new name. Let's select example 01. There are different parts and we will learn them step by step. There is input parameters that we can define types, names, value, unit, and description for them. External objects can be all the objects that are defined in the network system or our project, such as transmission line, bus bars, relays, generators, and even the elements that we cannot see them in the line diagram of a network system. For example, circuit breakers, VTs, CTs, or even the comment, such as load flow calculation, short circuit calculation, and any of them that we can define them as an object here. From the advanced option, by selecting a remote script, it ignores all the settings of the script option and instead perform this remote script. This script is used when you already wrote a script or you want to use scripts from the DIgSILENT libraries. In this script, you can write your DPL programming. In the description, you write an explanation about your projects, and from here you can determine the version. In the basic options, we can enter the primary data related to our DPL. The type of DPL that is created here is COM-PLL. When we close it, the DPL will save automatically here, as you can see. This DPL is our first DPL that we define here. By right-clicking and then click on Execute, we will now see that our DPL program example 01 is successfully executed. Or you can enter to the program and click on Execute. You again see the same thing. The DPL program is successfully executed. The next thing that I'm going to tell you is how to define variables in DPL. The variables can be defined as double x, y, z, int, tz, object k1 and k2, set as s1, s2 and s3, strings as string 1 and string 2. There are also some constant parameters in DIgSILENT, such as null, which is the null object, this, which is the DPL command itself, cell, which is the general DPL selection. To define a general selection, the easiest way to do that is selecting a portion of line diagram that you want to select. For example, like this. Right-click from the Define Select General set, and the general selection can be defined like this. And this will be saved in the active study case as general set. By double-clicking on, you can determine the types for the analysis that should be used. As a default, I put it on general in order to be able to use for all the analysis of the network system. If you click on the contents, you will see all the elements that you defined. By clicking on Add icon, you can add elements to your general set. For example, the elements that are not visible in the line diagram of our system. The other methods that you can select general set is from Edit Relevant Objects, and you can select any elements that you want. Now let's write a simple program. Integer a and b, double c, string s. Let's give a equals to 2, b equals to 3, c equals to a plus b, s equals to string. You can use printf to execute the outputs. As the following. If we look at the output, the program runs successfully. This is a simple example of programming with DIgSILENT. In the next video, we'll discuss more about them. Thank you for watching.